welcome to our 4K gratitude kit. It's a beginner's kit. The 4Ks, kefir, kefir, kraut, sauerkraut, and we're concentrating on the medicine in a brine. The beauty, this is the one, if you really want to start somewhere, just start with the medicine in a jar, the sauerkraut. It's brine, not the actual sauerkraut. Then we have kvass, or a soured beverage, and this one's it's a variation of a kvass, and it's beetroot, and you'll just see how beautiful it is. And kimchi, a kimchi a day keeps the doctor away, just ask the amazing Koreans. So let's get started. Our milk kefir, we've had it out for 24 hours, so it's ready to strain. We always do 2 bottles, reason being, if you drop one or something nasty happens, you've got your backup, because you never want to run out of your milk kefir. This is just beautiful. We call ours Tilly. So give it a name, something that's so beautiful for you. Oh, they've grown. We've got massive amount, but I'm just going to have to pop them all back in the jar. But you normally wouldn't put that amount back in. Let me just show you how beautiful they are. Look at that. Look at those little babies. They're little cultures, they're little colonies. They're communities of many strains of bacteria and good yeast, good bacteria and good yeast. Look at the babies, aren't they just beautiful? They're beautiful on your gut too. They're very immune boosting. So we'll put in our milk. I've got a nasty little fly that's come buzzing in there somehow. Anyway, we'll pop those back into there. Get a nice quality glass jar, and preferably with a wider opening than that one. There we go. Nice little breathable cloth. I've got one more to do. That's a nice little organic. That's one that you store your veggies in, a little organic bag, but it's nice, it breathes lovely. So there we go. In they go. Just a nice little gentle shake, like as if you had like a little ping pong ball in there. But they're more than ping pong balls. They're little balls of goodness, gut-loving goodness. There we go. You can put your milk in first, or you can put your grain in. They call them grains, but they're not anything to do with grain, but they were originally. They were used as trading for money. Once you've got these, if you just feed them, and their food is milk, and they just eat the sugar out of the milk, that's their job. We're talking sour foods here, so that's what they do. They eat the sweetness out. So we'll just pop that little band back and back onto their little tray, and that'll go into their little closet. That's it. Congratulations, you're an artisan kefir maker. So there they go, and that we can just pour into a bottle and put that into the fridge. Look how lovely. You watch how lovely and thick this is. Oh, look at that. That's good stuff. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We just top that up each day. When it gets really funky, you can then give the container a wash out, but you can see all that beautiful thickness. That is just so lovely. And of course, you never ever dispose of that. That is beautiful. Full of AHAs, alpha hydroxy acid, most beautiful on your skin. You can feed it to your plants, you can feed it to your body, you can bath in it, you can put it in your hair, you can make sprays out of it. Really great for if you're going into the chlorine in the swimming pool. Just give yourself a little spray over your hair before you go in. Look at that, isn't that just beautiful? It's lovely. Of course, you can make cheese with it. You would get that. Put a little muslin cloth in there. Pour that in there, leave it overnight, and you've got lovely soft cheese that you can do so much with. You can turn it into sweetness, you can turn it into icings and frostings, or you can add some nice fermented garlic, and you've got the best cheese that is lovely for you, just by the spoonful, or you can spread it onto your toast or your crackers. So our next one is the one that you're waiting for. It's the medicine in a jar. This is the one. Now we make this after we make our sauerkraut making, so we just take a big scoop of the cabbage that we've lovingly massaged with salt, and we just put that in and top it up with a good source of water. I've got seaweed in mine. I always put seaweed in my Himalayan salt. I use a kelp, and in this case I'm also putting the purple seaweed as an addition. Seaweed is such a wonderful food for us, so it's a great way to combine this into our medicine in a jar. So we'll line our muslin strainer and we'll strain that in. Now we're going to discard the cabbage, it's quite spent. That's why you never add water when you're making sauerkraut making, because the goodness is all in the liquid. So with sauerkraut, we just massage cabbage and salt, that's all that you need. But in this case, we're making medicine in a jar. So this can still be used. Oh, it's still got a little bit nice crunch. It's not too soft. And see how it's turned to that nice beigey colour? It's gone from the green cabbage to beige. When you're making sauerkraut, that's how you know when it's ready, because it's done that transformation. All the bubbles have stopped and the colours have changed. And the taste, when you taste it, it won't taste real cabbagey. It'll have that beautiful, delightful sour cabbage taste. So that gets nice and squeezed. You can make it, what I do with that cabbage, I just make it into a salsa. I put some nice tomato and some chilli and some nice herbs and just blend it up, or you can put it into avocado. If you're making like a guacamole, you can just add it to that, or use it anywhere where you would just add your salt, because it's pretty well done, but you can blitz it up and put it into anything, or just put it in whole. You can even just toss it through your baked vegetables. I know we don't put ferments into hot food because it will destroy that good bacteria, but in this case, there's not much left because it's all there in the liquid. Now have a look at this. Just have some eye candy on this. Look at that. Isn't that just superb? Look how the colour's gone all beautiful and cloudy. And that just started off as just water, and it's just been there for, this one's been there for 3 weeks. You can test it at 2. This is going on to 3. We had our workshop and these have all been made with lots of love. So that's beautiful, and you start really nice and slow. So you'd start with just a teaspoon a day, build up over 3 to 5 days to a tablespoon a day, and then build up to like 1/4 cup. You can fast on it a couple of times a year if your body's telling you that it needs to have a nice internal flush. This is wonderful for parasites. Wonderful to feed your children. It's wonderful first bites for baby food. You can actually put it under your nipple. It's a great way of getting those probiotics in. You don't need to ever buy those very expensive probiotics that need to be refrigerated. When you've got medicine in a jar, you've really got medicine in a jar. The father of medicine, going way back in time, he actually recorded this. The writings show that it's the broom that comes through and sweeps everything out. So get into your medicine in a jar. There's nothing of these 4Ks that really where you say, well, where can I start? Oh, it's too much to do the 4 of them. Start here. That's your really good start. There we go, medicine, and everyone can get hold of cabbage. With your milk kefir, it's a beautiful food too, but you do have to get hold of your grains, and with the grains, you can buy them online. You can get them from a reputable source, somewhere like eBay or even Gumtree or Etsy. You'll see somewhere there, they've got really good ratings and they've been supplying it for a while, and there you go, you can start off, and you just need any good source of milk and you're right to go. And you can even use your nut milks and all those things with your backup, because they grow, so you'll be able to share them. Okay, we're Kvass. This has come from Russia with love. There we go. Wish you could smell it. It's just so beautiful. And look at that beautiful rich colour. Now that again was done after our sauerkraut making, so just a scoop of the cabbage, lots of beetroot from the garden. We left the peels on because they were organic, they were straight out, so the harvest was all good. So no need to peel them, is the word that I was trying to come out with. So now we're just going to pour that in there, and we put some lemongrass from the garden, we put some ginger, and we put some turmeric. It's a nice little blend. Oh, and I'm splashing it. You don't want to splash beetroot everywhere. There we go. And once again, it's pretty well spent, and you can use it in the exact same way as I just said, like make a salsa or add it to a dip, nice into a hummus. You can make a nice little beetroot coloured flavour, and it's really nice. And look at this colour. Look how rich. This is really great for your blood. It's so good. Look at that. They tell me it's really good for hangovers. If you're having a big night out, you can have a little dash of this. Oh, look at it. Isn't it just beautiful. You can feel it in there, the transformation of it. It's just gone to soft without being too soft. Once again, this was out for three weeks, but you could check it again at 2 weeks. You could check it at 5 days, depending on your temperature. We're in our cool season at the moment. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So beautiful. And then we just strain that into the bottle, and we've got the most beautiful big kvass. That you can use in so much of your food preparation, or just have a nice little shot glass. You can even make it into drinks. You can add like some fizzy mineral water. This is a little dash, like a little dash in the bottom of a nice tall glass. You can put some ice in there if you're wanting it to be nice and chilled, and top it up with some sparkling water, and you've got a beautiful drink. Now we've got one to go, and that's kimchi. And kimchi's all done. This was our quick kimchi. It was the watery radish kimchi. So it produced all its brine in there, and that brine again is very powerful. If you have acid reflux or something like that, a little dash of your kimchi brine before you eat, no more problems. But if you start incorporating these into your diet, you'll find that all those problems will go. It is magic food. If you want magic, if we say create some magic, this is your magic. It's easy to create. This was made in less than 10 minutes. Everything here, you just seen how quick it was to make your milk kefir. It's so quick. All of these you make in less than 10 minutes. How quick is that? You can make them while somebody's washing up for you. They're done. Then you just put them away. You don't burp them, you don't open them, you don't do anything with them. They just do their own thing. As long as you put them in an oxygen-free container that's nice and sealed, put them in a container underneath so that if they do bubble over, you don't open them up, you just get rid of any of that overflow. I love to put them in containers like this because they just slide straight into my closet, and anything that goes in there, I can just go like that and give it a rinse out. Very rare do I get overflows. You give it a little bit of room there at the top, and that gives it room to expand. So there we have watery radish kimchi. So that's just your daikon and your wombok, as we lovingly call the Asian soft leaf cabbage, and some leek and some garlic, and we made up the beautiful chili paste. So many different ways of making kimchi, but this is a quick and easy one, the watery radish kimchi. So with big love from the 4Ks, love and bacteria, I love you. I'm Lynnie. Thank you.